afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is food shop day. God, it comes around awful fast. But anyway, not to worry, we'll get it done. We are actually heading up to Dunnes today because Kerry has a voucher. I think it's 10.50. She has a voucher. So we're going to head up there. Kerry is back home, back down here. And Hayley is up in Letterkenny. And I'm actually going to visit Hayley on Sunday because she's moving out of her apartment at the end of June. But I'm going to go up, be seen as Kerry's here with Carl and the dog, and I'll head up there. I'm actually going to choose some of her her apartment packed, so I'm actually going to go up and grab some stuff down. So myself and Kerry went through. Kerry, when she moved out of her apartment, brought up a load of food, tin stuff and bits and bobs. So I was saying to them, I think we're going to try and keep our shop under €50 for this month. Maybe next month we'll see, because when Hayley comes back, she'll be bringing back food as well, and I just feel we need to get through it, and if we don't start getting through it, we're going to end up with just waste food. So we decided we would go to Dunnes. We have done a list. There isn't much on it. A friend of mine actually was cleaning out her freezers. She got a new freezer and she was going through it, and she said, would you be interested in some chicken? She says they're like individual chicken breasts that are diced and to whole chicken. And I said, yeah, sure. So she gave me loads of them. So my freezer, I have about maybe 10, no, maybe more, probably about 16 chicken breasts in there. What else have I got? I have some fish fingers and bits. So we actually don't need, I've mince, I've meatballs, I've whole chicken. Yeah, there's a good lot. So we're not actually going to buy meat this week, I don't think. Maybe buy something, one or two things, but yeah, in general we're not. We're just going to top up. We've literally gone through, Kerry, bless her little soul, has gone through the fridge, the pantry, and has said, right, we sat down, we came up with a meal plan, and we're literally just buying what we need. So we will see how that goes. Just to show you, this is my freezer. I've only got 3 shelves in my freezer, but you can see there we've got sausage meat, we've got what is that, lasagna, shepherd's pie, we've got some ice cream, but then down here we've loads of chicken, and I've got mince, meatballs, white pudding, fish fingers, and then down the bottom we've got more fish pieces, some frozen veg, and another big lasagna. So my freezer is actually quite full. And then over here, sorry, my camera did something funny. This is the freezer, Kerry's freezer. It's a little chest freezer she brought back from Galway with her. So in here then we've got a full chicken, diced garlic, pizza. I mean, it looks full, but it's a tiny freezer. There's a big gap down there. There's some chicken, chips. Yeah. So, I mean, there's enough in there to keep us going this week for meat. We definitely don't need meat. So, yeah. So, as I said, Kerry went through, and there's a couple of bits we need to get for meals that we've come up with. So, that is literally what we're going to do. We estimate it should come to about €50. And then she's a €10 voucher. So we're hoping that it'll be no more than €50 in total. But look, you never know. Well, I'm a devil for putting things in the trolley because I fancy them. Right, I will talk to you when we're home. Alright guys, so this is everything we got in Dunnes. As I said, it was only a small shop. As you saw from my freezers, they were fairly full. So there wasn't a whole lot needed, and especially with Kerry bringing back so much stuff. Plus I'm going away on Sunday. Now it is only overnight, but it's 2 less dinners to have in. Right, so we'll start over here. So one of the thing I got was a chicken and ham pie. These are lovely. They go in the oven. They get lovely and crispy. Again, great for a lunch, or put it with a side salad and you have a dinner. So always lovely. That's a chicken and ham pie. Also got a steak and gravy pie. Now this is really, really tasty. And the minced, or the steak, tends to be nice and tender in it. So yeah, I picked up that. So that's, again, either a lunch or a dinner. Excuse me for yawning. Been a long day. Also 4 chicken steaks. These are handy just to have either cut up and put in a roll or as a dinner. We do like these. They're tasty. So they only take 30 minutes to cook, so handy enough to have. I did get 3 of the small Mawadis, but I think we've already opened one of them already. So got the 3 small Mawadis. They were 3 for a £5, so they were handy enough. So I picked them up for Mr. Carl. And I also got the 2 litre great value pack. There's 40 servings in that, and I think that was £3.50, so wasn't too bad. Kerry asked while we were up in Duns if she could get this Muju cookie and cream flavoured milk. She's not a great drinker of milk, and she obviously takes milk in her tea, but milk on its own, but she will drink this. So I picked that up with her. Down here at the front, we got some pork, onion and tomato slices. Obviously now that Hayley isn't here, she really loves ham. But because she's not here, Kerry said, no, I love the pork, onion and tomato and chicken and ham. And I went, okay. So we've swapped to these now for the time being. So picked up that. Also got a chicken and ham, the 10 slices. That's actually nearly gone. We all had sandwiches out of it today. So, but yeah, they're nice. They're tasty. If nothing else, they're very, very tasty. Also for our lunch tomorrow, we got a barrel aged feta and roast vegetable quiche. So yeah, that's what we'll have for our lunch tomorrow. Sorry, I am really tired. It is, I don't know if you can see the clock there. Let me zoom in the clock. It's nearly coming up to 11:15 at night. I am so tired. Mr. T is going to sleep on the floor. He's given up waiting for me. So I do apologise. Words and yawns are coming thick and fast. Also picked up some of the dark brown soft sugar. Kerry is making, well, she makes this gorgeous pecan and maple syrup flapjack, and it's just absolutely divine. So I said to her, would you make some more of them? And she was like, yeah, no problem. So she picked up the brown sugar for that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she gets around to making it. I did get a block of cheese, but Carl was going to have some pasta for his dinner, and our grated cheese was gone, so he grated up the block, which is now there. So it is a Strength Guide 3, which is mature, 480 grams. That is the block of cheese we got, and as I said, that's it there, all grated up, ready for dinners. Shorty biscuits, these are one of my favourite biscuits, and yeah, I picked up a pack just because I could. So happy out with them. 3 litres of the whole Irish milk. That is a 3.5% fat, and it's the 3 litre family pack because our Kerry loves her tea. Then for dinner one of the nights we are going to make a spice bag bowl. If that makes sense. It's chicken, chips and the seasoning. I have the chicken and chips, I just don't have the seasoning, so I bought this. Yeah, we're going to just throw it over the chicken and chips, and that will be a dinner one of the nights. That is gorgeous. It's not very spicy, it's very mild actually, but there's a lovely flavour to it. So that. Picked up some pecan nut halves, and these are for the flapjacks. So she's no excuse now not to make them for me. So yeah, there's 100 grams in there. So fingers crossed. Also, as normal, perfect size for little hands, the lunchbox bananas, fun size bananas. They're Fifes. They didn't have any of the Dunnes own ones. So yeah, bananas. We always need bananas in this house. You know yourself. Boot through them. Kerry said she wanted to try this, the Wexford Rhubarb Irish Jersey milk yogurt. Sorry, it's just out of shot. So she said she's going to try that with some banana, I think, and some fruit maybe. But yeah, she likes rhubarb, so hopefully she likes the yogurt. She only got one to try it. We have yogurt in the fridge, but she got one to try. So as for crisps, we got some Tato Rancheros. These are bacon flavoured. They're like puff crisps. They're lovely. The 6-pack's in there. Not much you can say about them. They are really, really tasty. The hell is that? Also on the same vein, we got some snacks. These are the cheese and onion flavoured 6-pack of snacks. These were on special, so that's why we picked up. I normally don't buy named brand crisps, but yeah, they were on special, so why not? And finally, last but not least, we got the Dunnes Stores lactose-free milk, high in protein, 1.3% fat, and it's from Kilgordon in County Donegal, is the dairy. So yeah, Carl be happy. He has a cereal and he has milk. So that is everything we got in Dunnes this evening. Alright guys, as usual, came to edit it and realised I hadn't ended the video. The total for Dunnes, that Dunnes shop, came to €100, oh my god. The Dunnes shop came to €51.92, and then we had the €10 Value Club voucher off, and it came to €41.92. So that was the price. I didn't think it was bad for what we got, but yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you in my next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.